Hello my beautiful people, I'm so excited about today's video because we're gonna review a brand new palette from the brand that I've never tried before, and I know that a lot of beauty YouTubers especially, they love this brand, so I'm very excited because today we're gonna talk about new palette from Alamar Cosmetics, and the name of the palette is Destino eyeshadow palette that retails for $35. I'm like beyond excited because first of all, let's just appreciate the packaging. You know, it's so hard to be different nowadays because there are so many brands with that stunning packaging, stunning ideas, and just, you know, when you are different, when you're trying to be different, we need to appreciate that, especially for the price point. $35, it's such a great price point if the shadow palette actually has a good quality shadows, which we'll check out because honestly I've never tried this formula. I just know by the swatches that I liked the feel of the shadows, but we'll get to this point. But here we have this gorgeous cardboard packaging, and the thing about this packaging, you need to open this by moving little like a lock, and it's gonna say Destino basically unlocked. And when you open in this gorgeous packaging, you see inside that there are 10 beautiful shades. We are getting very beautiful, very fresh color stories, so different from what we see right now. So many grungy palettes, I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong, so many grungy palettes started launching, and honestly I don't mind that. It's not something I will be reaching for, but I know so many people who like very deep smoky looks, and I feel like that's where we're going right now. So many silvers, so many those like very deep tones to make your look pop. But here we have this gorgeous color story. I feel like I really will be reaching for this palette quite a bit if the shadows actually will perform nicely. But we do have here 12 months of a shelf life. The brand by itself is vegan and cruelty free, and also the palette is made in People's Republic of China. So besides the gorgeous packaging, I do want to mention that this is Latino owned brand, and the color story really reminds me of something warm, maybe some island. I mean, look at the packaging, look at the color story. I feel like even for the new year it may be a really great palette, but it's gonna give you that warmer vibe, if you know what I mean, like that Caribbean vacation type-ish vibe. So it said, unlock your power and discover the endless possibilities our Destino eyeshadow palette has to offer. There's shimmers, there are mattes, so beautiful, supposed to give you gorgeous color payoff, and I'm all here for it. So let me show you the swatches first of all, because I was able to swatch this palette and I had such a great time swatching this because mattes were so buttery, shimmers were very pigmented and beautiful from the first swipe, and here you can see the swatches. So I'm not gonna even try to read the names of the shades for you, just because it's most likely something I will not be able to pronounce. If I will start reading this, it's gonna sound like my Ukrainian Spanish. Let's just avoid that. I think we all will benefit from that. But you can see here so many gorgeous shades, and honestly guys, let's not waste any time because I'm super excited about this palette. I'm gonna just put my headpiece on and let's start creating our look. I have no idea what I want to create. I do know that it's very inspiring color story, but where we'll go, I'm not sure yet. I do know that I'm probably gonna start from this shade. It's kind of like a pistachio green color. It looks so gorgeous and I'm here for it. Okay, my eyes are prepped. I do want to mention that I used my eyeshadow primer portion like most of the time, and with this color I'm just gonna basically apply this at the outer portion, but I do want to make sure that this color is kind of like on the top of our eyelid, closer to the crease, and it does give me beautiful color payoff. So far so good. And then I'm gonna buff it a little farther. I should have washed my brushes. When I'm looking at my brushes right now, I do realize that my brushes need to be washed, but oh well now, oh well. It's very buildable, very easy to make the color pop and very easy to blend. Definitely need to build the color. This color is very hard to make very pigmented because this pistachio is such a unique color with such a unique undertone, and I've seen many people trying to create this shade and make it as good as possible, and it's always very challenging. Then I'm gonna use this matte yellow burnt color. It looks really fresh and nice, kind of on a warmer side, and with this color I'm gonna kind of like apply this farther from this pistachio color, like add something yellowish to this part of my eyelid. It's very unusual for me to use those colors in this order. Honestly, I wanna create something different. That's why I'm here. So let's see what we can do. So far I'm having fun, so I guess it's good. That is just really cute. Very soft color story, but I'm really enjoying that. So then we have this matte light coral color, and this color I want to apply to our inner portion. So I'm gonna grab another clean brush. I'm gonna use today a lot of brushes, and just let's apply this in the inner portion. Ooh, this one is very pigmented. I'm using like a small pencil brush. It's from Colourpop Limoncello collection. I'm sure you won't be able to find this anymore because it most likely is discontinued. Okay. This one helps me to be more precise because it's definitely giving me quite a bit of pigment. And then I will buff it lightly. And then I'm going to use this matte mid-tone brown color. And with this color, I kind of want to build it at the outer portion now on actual eyelid. And here where all the fun part will begin. And I'm kind of like using circular motions and getting this color close to my inner portion as well. I'm basically using this all over my eyelid. Oh, it's such a smooth, nice color. Oh, this looks so nice. I really like this color. Honestly, I kind of covered the pistachio color, but it still gives me a little bit of something there. So I do really like how they go into each other. So far, so good. And now I'm thinking that I'm going to use the same color that I just used all over my eyelid, and I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line. And why don't we check out this Tierra color? It's kind of like a deep plum color with a matte finish, and let's try to smoke out this outer portion. It builds really nicely. It's not as intense as I thought it would be, but it does give me easy time with blending. When I'm blending this for some time though, I can see that the color gets a little more sheer, which is not necessarily a good sign, but I don't have a lot of fallouts even though the color is by itself very deep. I actually really like it. There is something about this look that I'm loving so far. I don't know why, but it's definitely different. I do want to use this color as well at the outer portion on the lower lash line, just to kind of like connect lower lash and top lash line. And then this matte black color, I'm so tempted and a little scared, but why don't we apply this strictly at the outer portion? And I'm being very careful. I'm using the brush that I used with the previous color because technically I'm combining them both. And this one is very buildable. It's very deep, but it's not giving you that scary black color vibe, if you know what I mean. Next I want to use clean fluffy brush, and I'm gonna kind of like clean up the mess. Ooh, that actually looks so good. I don't know how it looks in the camera, but honestly guys, I'm absolutely loving this look so far. I almost don't want to use any shimmers. It's so like smoky, grungy. That was me who said that, oh, lately palette's been so grungy, and yet using palette with Caribbean vibe and creating grungy look, that's totally me, I guess. So now I'm doing the same on my right eyelid. Next I'm going to use the brush that I used with that Camelo color, and I'm gonna kind of like apply a little bit more of this color at the outer portion just to make it a little more visible. And I do want to use a little bit of that pistachio color at the center and kind of like buff it through this whole area. That's nice. And then let's use some shimmers. What should we do, guys? What should we do? There's so many possibilities here. I do want to probably incorporate in this look this color. It's like a shimmer in yellow gold. I'm gonna use my finger and I'm gonna press this color basically. Oh my god, look at this. It almost looks like foil color. This is so crazy. Wow, that looks really good. And then let's do the same on our left eyelid. I'm basically pressing this in the inner portion and closer to the center. I'm trying not to drag this too far. Absolutely loving this. Probably should have done a cut crease a little too late, but oh my, this is really beautiful. I don't know what's about this look. I hope you guys feel this energy because I'm loving this so much. And now now I'm gonna just lightly buff it. I have two shadow sticks from Colourpop, and I'm gonna use one of them that's called, what's the name of this? Cool Breathe. It's a metallic color, and with this color I'm gonna kind of like highlight my inner portion. So good with this look. Like, this is literally perfect shade to tie everything together. If you don't have anything like that, you can absolutely use the same color to highlight inner portion. I just want a little bit of something different, and I feel like this gives me everything I need right now to finish this look. And then I'm gonna use just purple liner. I'm gonna apply this to my waterline, and I do want to use again that brush that I used with this like pinkish color, this nude color. And I didn't dip this brush in any of the shade. I'm just trying to clean up the mess. And next, I think I absolutely can't avoid by just use lashes. I do want to use today lash contour. I bought those Ardell lashes a while ago, and I do want to use them today finally, so let's do that. So at first I'm gonna use my Ilia mascara. I'm using today Limitless Lash Mascara just to give few coats before applying this falsies. Okay, so those lashes are very dramatic, that's for sure. I feel like it was so easy to apply them. I think I haven't used lashes for like a good moment. We needed lashes for this look. This was kind of unavoidable. So here you are, guys. Just a little clean up. Alrighty, so here's the final look. I hope you guys had fun creating this look because I definitely enjoyed this a lot. So let's talk about this palette because I have a lot to say, especially about the color payoff and all the good stuff. So first of all, if you are sad and very disappointed that we haven't used those three gorgeous colors, I feel like it would be too obvious. That's why I skipped them from one side, but from the other side, I got this palette in Ipsy Glam Back Plus. So technically it's a BoxyCharm by Ipsy now. I'm gonna review this palette in my next video as well. I'm gonna skip the whole like about the palette situation, but I do want to create another look using this palette, and now I know that I'm gonna definitely use those colors because I want to create another look different, completely different vibe to show you the versatility of these shades and of this color story, and I hope you guys will enjoy this video as well. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. We're not done with this palette yet if you are interested in this color story, because for 35 bucks I do feel like it's totally worth it. Let me double check my under eye. I do have some fallouts from the shimmer, but I was applying that shimmer very aggressively. I was very excited about the way how everything looked, so I understand that. But overall, if we're talking about mattes here, I absolutely like them. They are not Natasha Denona quality mattes. You do need to realize that you're not getting that crazy payoff that you would get from Pat McGrath, for example, but they are massively buildable. They give you that gorgeous intensity, and you can definitely work and build it to the point where you would love it to be, you know what I mean? If it's a black color, it's such a good safe black. It doesn't give you a hard time blending this, and honestly, when I was applying shades and, you know, mixing them all together, I could definitely see that they looked amazing even without cut crease. Look how gorgeous this shimmer is. I absolutely love the matte. I don't think any of those mattes were underperforming. Some of them were less pigmented, some of them were more pigmented, but honestly, if you're looking at this pistachio color and you're looking at this deep color, deep plum, you definitely know which one is gonna perform like more intense, which one is gonna give you crazier pigment. It's definitely something that you can guess by just looking at the colors. Those shimmers swatched so nicely. Even from the swatches I could tell that they're gonna perform beautifully, and I was so impressed. The way how this yellow color looks on my eyelids without a cut crease, it's just gorgeous. I had such an easy application time, and honestly guys, I enjoyed this look a lot. I do know we created some grungier look than I would normally go for, or this palette kind of like hints towards. I guess this is the good part of the palette. Even palette like that may inspire you to create looks that are out of your comfort zone, and this is the beauty of the makeup. So let's just take it all, let's just absorb all of this beauty and get inspired by that. Okay guys, so definitely stay tuned for my next video because we're gonna play more with this palette. I had such a great time using this shade. This was my first time trying Alamar Cosmetics, and honestly I feel like with the price point, with the color stories, with the packaging, it's so good. Unless you're not a big fan of the color story, I feel like there's so many ideas ideas you can get from this palette. It's crazy. I'm just so happy that I got this palette and I was able to try something that I probably wouldn't pick up by myself. That's why I need to appreciate when I'm getting subscription boxes, because lately I've been very like bashing Ipsy. Sorry Ipsy, I've been very frustrated with their choices and stuff, but there are times when I'm getting such a good variety of products and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it guys for today's video. If you have any questions about this palette or anything in general, leave me your thoughts down below. Leave me all the questions under this video. I had so much fun creating this look and playing with this palette like always guys, and I feel this look came out so nice that I feel even more inspired for new videos and new looks and new products and all the good excitement. So stay tuned for that. And like always, let's learn new Ukrainian word, and in today's video we're gonna learn how to say fresh in Ukrainian, because indeed this palette is very fresh, that's for sure. So if you wanna say fresh in Ukrainian, you would say it like свіжий, свіжий. Свіжий. And yeah guys, thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. I love you all very much and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.